Hello guys, Justin Fuel and Firepower. Today we're back out here with the Ruger Airhawk Elite 2 doing a little plinking. Trying to get this rifle broke in a little more so we can move on to some other tests. Since you last saw it, I got the scope mounted on. Took a few shots, got it sighted in. So today we got a few cans, a few shatter blasts, got a squirrel. Over here I've actually got some tiny targets set up. Then we'll take a 5-shot group with it with some Meisterkugels. It seems to really like those. We're at about 25 yards right now. That's not going to be difficult for this rifle, but it's going to be fun either way. So let's get started. First, I'm going to take out all this big stuff here, and then we'll move on to the tiny targets. I'll get right back with you. All right, guys, we're set up down there. Got the camera rolling. Kids and adults, wear your safety glasses. Your eyes are important. You only get one set. So we got a pretty cool windy day out here and just want to do a little plinking, have a little fun. And what we're using is the RWS Meisterkugels. We're going to be shooting off a rest some, but not for all of it. I think for these cans we'll just freehand. I've got the scope sighted in pretty good, but we're going to go for the can on the far right. That smacks good and hard, don't it? Go ahead and get that next can. This thing has been a very nice rifle the last little bit. I've been out here and done a little plinking with it. Like I said, I got the scope sighted in. It's been nice, man. It's been fun to shoot. Hits really hard. Now let's go for the shatter blast. We'll just work our way over right to left. No problem there. Let's get that next one if we can. Got her on the edge. You know we ain't gonna leave the rest of it. Can't do that. Can't do that. There we go. That last shatter blast there. Oop. Clipped it. Pulled a little bit. Not the most stable for today. I haven't ate since breakfast and it's getting kind of late in the evening. Getting a little shaky. Hit the top of it. Got it again. Still hanging on. I think I need to aim a tad bit lower. I guess this thing is shooting so fast, it's kind of just going right through it, chipping away a little bit at a time. Or this shatter blast might be made a little different, I don't know. It's a tough one though, ain't it? We'll come back to that one. That's 4 shots on the same one. There's just a little bit left. But you know what? I want to hit the old squirrel, or that old pesky squirrel that Rod over at Illinois Airguns sent me. Still appreciate it, Rod. I finally got it where I got mounted up there on my target stand. I hadn't had it out in a little while. I was like, I really want to figure out a way to incorporate it to my videos because it's such a cool target and I really do appreciate it. So let's go for that pesky squirrel, and we're going to use an elbow this time too. There we go. Now let's reset that guy. There it was, that reset it. All right guys, so now we're going to take one more shot at that shatter blast, and that's it. That's it. I'm giving it one more shot. I'm gonna try to get the rest of that shatter blast off. If it does not take it out, we're just moving on to the tiny targets. All right, I only got one more in me. That's all I can. Very nice. All right, so I'm gonna go down there. I'm gonna reset my camera up on the tiny targets and we'll get started on them. I'm gonna be shooting those off a rest. I am shaky, something awful today. I'll get right back with you. All right, guys, set up on my tiny targets down there. We were shooting some of my favorite treats, gummy bears. Delicious, fellas, right? But we gotta shoot them. We gotta sacrifice a few, you know. So we're gonna go ahead and shoot the red one first. I'm already loaded up. Like I said, we are gonna be shooting off a rest. You got that, fella. All right, let's get on to the purple now. Got purple. Let's move on to the next one there. What color is that? Green one. We got a green one next. Let's get him. Got that green one. Now let's move over to that teal one. Got the teal one. All we got left is the yellow one. Let's get that yellow one off there. Got that guy. So we had a little mishap with the white gummy bear earlier. Let me go show you what's going on with it. So we had a little bit of an issue. But you know what? I think we need to shoot this guy. All the rest of them got it. Why not this one, right? We're going to set him up right there. See if we can't get him too. All right, guys, you saw it. Them things soak up water crazy quick. We're going to take a shot at them, and we're going to see if this 177 will make it all the way through. That's what I'm interested in. That was cool. I made a cool sound when it hit. I'm going to go down there, grab him. I'm going to go ahead and set up the target. I'm going to take 5 shots at it and see what kind of group this thing's doing. I'll get right back with you. All right, guys, so I did go get the gummy bear. I think it's kind of heavy. We'll take a look at it in just a second. I think you'll be surprised. We're going to go ahead and take a 5-shot group at that target down there. I've already took a few shots earlier today when I was sighting in the scope. But now we're just going to do a 5-shot group to see how it is grouping. Now it's getting broken in a little more. And we're trying a different pellet today. The other day we did the Crossman pointed. And today we're using the Meister Cougans. Just kind of want to see how they do with these. I think they're liking them pretty good. They did pretty good on the tiny targets. I did have a few misses in there. I edit that stuff out. I don't want this video to be too long, but there was a few. So we're going to go ahead, 5 shots at that target. Let's get started. It's looking pretty good so far. It has kind of drifted left on me a little bit. I didn't have it exactly dialed in. I thought I had it close enough. But maybe that's why I was having some misses. That was 3 shots, and that's not bad. I did move this up to about 20 yards instead of the 25 that I was shooting the rest of the targets at. Let's see what this last one does. These might not be their favorite either. You have to try them. I always enjoy this pellet testing stuff. Sometimes it can get a little monotonous, so I don't always show it. But every now and then I'll come out here and grab a handful of pellets. My targets have 5 different targets on them. Throw some lead down range, do some 5 shots groups, just to see how they're grouping and what it likes. This is really the only second pellet I've tested out of it. I shot some the other day after the other video. I shot a bunch of the pointed out of it. Not at anything just real particular, just trying to throw some lead through it to see what it would do. And it's handling everything really well. Nothing's came loose on it. And that's not a bad group. I will go down there and grab it. We'll take a look at it here. I'll be right back. All right, guys, so we're back. So here was our 5-shot group. 2 here, 2 up here, and then 1 kind of in the center of it. Now you can take a quarter and cover 3 either way there, but it still leaves the other 2. So you can see kind of how big of a group that is. Not great. Like I said, we did have some misses with the tiny targets. That one shatter blast took us a few tries, but we're getting there, guys. Getting this thing broke in, doing a little pellet testing along the way. Everything's going good. It is an extremely fun rifle to plink with. Let's show you this. Look there. You know, it's cool. This thing is probably, what, 6 inches? through. Look there, can you see that? That thing went all the way through. I would have never thought, because this is ballistics gel. And I know it's got a lot of feet per second, and so it's moving fast. It's a small projectile, so it's going to get in there. Now, I think we may do a penetration test, turn it on its side, and see if we can't get it to go straight through like that. That's also another video, stuff I've got planned out. I had no idea dropping this little gummy bear in the water would do this, but shoot, it turned out all right. All right, guys, if you don't care, go check out my TikTok and Instagram. If you want to become a member, you just have to hit the join down there below. I want to thank y'all for watching, and we'll catch you next time.